Hey everyone, this is Jono from Veracity with another video in my video series. This one on forwarding xAPI data to another LRS. So I've spent a lot of time in the last few videos on analyzing your data, and we're going to change topics sort of into data manipulation, starting with this video, but going deeper in the next few, really for the purpose of getting back to analyzing data. Being able to understand how to move data around and change it within the system is also really important when you're cleaning your data and changing things. So this is going to be the beginning of a small manipulating your data series. Okay, I'll also point out that although I am going to forward from one LRS to another LRS in the same Veracity Learning platform, there's a shortcut. I could just kind of pick it from a list that I have access to, but I'm going to treat this as though it was an external LRS. Could be another Veracity LRS in another instance, or anybody else's conformant LRS. I'm going to show you how to do it that way because I think that's more applicable in a real-world environment. Okay, let's go into a demo. Okay, I've got two LRSs. I've got Learner Portal Demo here, and I've got Demo 2. I guess I use the word demo a lot. And what we're going to do is take data that goes into Learner Portal Demo and forward it off to Demo 2. So let's first take a look at Demo 2, and you'll see we don't have any data in here. So this is clean, nothing in here at all. If I go into Learner Portal Demo, you'll see that I have a bunch of stuff in here, including a test that I've done on another system for a course called Forward Rule course. But the rest of this is, sample data that we've been using in other videos. Okay, so what I want to do is I want data that comes into this system to go to Demo 2. So the source system, Learner Portal Demo, I'm going to go under Management, and then statement forwarding. You can also get to this under all management tools, but I'm just going to click it here. And you can actually create several different forwarding rules. So you could forward to multiple LRSs. And in the future, I'll show you where you can do some additional advanced things where you can filter or change the data that's forwarded. So pretty interesting stuff. As I mentioned before, if it's all in the same system and you have access to other LRSs, you can just pick it from this box. But I'm going to go ahead and call this rule. I'm going to do it as though it was an external LRS. I'm going to call this the forward everything to Demo 2. And the endpoint, I have this stuff copied over here on another tab. So we're just going to paste that. And then these are not your username. For your username and credentials, these are access keys. These are xAPI access keys. So don't put your username and password here. Use an xAPI access key. So this is basically, this Demo 2 LRS has an access key for this endpoint with this username and password. Basically allows you to send data. So that's it. I'm going to go ahead and add the upstream LRS. In a future video, I'll get into transform script, cool stuff. But for now, we're just going to go ahead and add it. All right, so you'll see we have some things in this menu. I will point out that resync, I'm not going to go through it now, but if you want to send everything that is in here already over to the other LRS, not just stuff that comes in the future, resync is the way to do that, but I just want to send new stuff for now. So let's quickly look again. Under statements, you'll see that we have some stuff here, same stuff we had the last time with my JP guy right here at the top. And if we go back over to Demo 2 and refresh that, still don't have any data. That is expected. We haven't received any new data over here in Learner Portal. So what I'm going to do is, and by the way, I'll put some of this stuff in the description, some links to other videos. I'm going to use a tool called xAPI Lab to send some data to this system. Let's say test@test.com, and our user will give them a name, Testerson, one of my favorite testers. Let's pick a verb. I don't know, let's say they passed something, and what did they pass? We'll call this, give it an IRI that hasn't been used in the system, and we'll call it, my test course for forwarding And why don't we just give it the same description so we don't get confused. All right, this lab tool, I'll show you more about this in another video, or I'll link to it in the description. What that allowed us to do is, with an interface up above, build an xAPI statement and then send it to this LRS. And now I'm in Learner Portal Demo. This is the one that has the forwarding rule. Send the statement. I got a little ID down here. That's the ID of the statement, so that means it worked. And indeed, if I go back into my statement viewer, you'll see here at the top our testerson passed and my test course for forwarding. So great, we got data point in this system, but the whole point was to forward the data that comes into another system. If I come over here and refresh statements, you'll see now that I have that data. Again, this is going to work just off of new data. If you want, go back into statement forwarding and you can run a resync. It'll ask you from what date you want to start the resync, so you don't have to do all time. You can do just the last month or anything, and that'll allow you to get, you know, all the data that was in this system previously also forward over if you like. Okay. I think that's going to do it for today. Again, the first in a little series here on data manipulation, going to be pretty interesting. So if you like these videos, please click the like or subscribe button, and thanks for watching and have a good one.